Local programming on KRWG Public Media made possible in part by viewers like you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Scott Mercado with KRWG Public Media, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Music Spotlight. Our guests today are Dusty Lowe, three brothers out of El Paso who have been sharing their original music rooted in folk rock and Americana nationally and internationally since 2007. Dusty Lowe consists of Jesse Sullivan on guitar and vocals, Danny Sullivan on drums and vocals, and Sam Sullivan on vocals, harmonica, and trumpet. We're pleased to welcome Dusty Lowe to the KRWG Music Spotlight, and we'll start off by talking with Jesse Sullivan. So it consists of you and your brothers, as I just said. Where do you rank from oldest to youngest?
I'm the middle child. Sam's the oldest, and Danny's the youngest.
Well, let's talk about your musical beginnings. You learned guitar from your father?
In the beginning, yes.
And how old were you?
I was about 8 when I started messing around with guitar, and he gave me my first few lessons.
And he was a musician himself, wasn't he?
Yeah. My dad was a very good guitar player and singer.
Was he in a band himself or bands?
Yeah, he did the band thing when he was younger, and then even when we were all old enough to play, we played with him. Danny and the Dynamics was the name of our band.
Nice. Well, your website says that Dusty Lowe is the third collaboration with you and your brothers. What were your previous bands?
We played in Liquid Cheese previous to Dusty Lowe, and then Danny and the Dynamics was the first one we played with my father.
And Liquid Cheese, that was a ska band?
Yes,
ska,
reggae, world beat, I guess would be the...
Well, tell me about Dusty Lowe, the name Dusty Lowe. How did you come up with that?
So Dusty Lowe was a song that we wrote on our first 5-song album, demo. We call it the first 5. We were called Red Handed before, and when we went to start the website and release our first release, Red Handed was very taken. So we just took the name of the song and made it the name of the band. So
it kind of stuck.
And it kind of fit because it's a song about an outlaw, and we don't play that song much anymore, but it worked out. It worked out that way.
Well, talk about your music itself. How would your music obviously evolved from Liquid Cheese, ska, reggae to now? How would you describe the Dusty Lowe sound?
Dusty Lowe came from a different place. Not so much the ska and the reggae. More of what I was raised with, my roots, like very folk, rock, blues, from what my parents listened to when we were kids, James Taylor, Eric Clapton, Van Morrison, some of that older stuff really stuck with me. That's
anyone in particular, or band or artist in particular of those you named that really grabbed a hold of you?
Influence-wise?
Yeah.
I would say the way I approach it, and Mark Cohen, I forgot him. I would say James Taylor was, as far as a guitarist, one of my bigger influences.
Well, how would you, because when I think of James Taylor, I don't really think of his guitar style, but how would you describe it? What was influential about it?
The way, he did a lot of picking.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a performance of his where he's on a show. He's playing a dreadnought, and it's a steel string. And the way he plays it, the way he picks it, I don't think anybody can play guitar like him in the way that he does the picking of the acoustic. Because we do electric and we do different things, but that's the kind of style that I fell in love with.
Well, let's let you perform your music, let you strap on your guitar and your brothers their instruments, and then we'll come back and talk about what we play.
You got it.
All right. Jesse Sullivan from Dusty Low on the KRWG Music Spotlight.
About to give you all that you wanted to have. Did you lose yourself somewhere between the seams and lines between boys and men? Don't lose your feet when he's chasing you back to me like a ghost. All you're lost, all you're free. I'm just a wave crashing again on your shores. Will we see another light, my fair-skinned child? I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna catch you. Hey, hey, hey. When it's cold out with your toes out. Waiting love. I'm the last to fall when the sun and the booze is gone. And you know I've done nothing wrong. I'm just a wave crashing again on your shores. Will we breathe in another light, my fair-skinned child? I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna catch you. Hey, hey, hey. When it's cold out with your toes out. Hey, hey, hey. Waiting love. Don't you wait for me, for me. I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna catch you. Hey, yeah, yeah. When it's cold out with your toes out. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna catch you. Hey, yeah, yeah. Baby, won't you slow down, put your wings down. Hey, yeah, yeah. Waiting love. Don't you wait for me, my love, for me. All right. That was a song called Catch You. So we are Dusty Low. Let me introduce my brothers here for you. This is my big brother, Mr. Sam Sullivan, on the trumpet, vocals, harmonica. My little brother, Danny Zebo, on the cajon and the vocals. And I'm Jesse. We're going to do a song called Light Me Up. Screaming out my name. put something in my place. She said, I will burn me down, I'll fall between the blades. Fuel the seeds and grow another day, another day. Come on, douse me, light me up. We're all fading softly back to where we came. And I wanna run, I wanna live again. When I go, put something in my place. And she said, I will burn me down, I'll fall between the blades. Fuel the seeds and grow another day, another day. Come on, douse me, light me up. She said, I will burn me down, I'll fall between the blades. Fuel the seeds and grow another day, another day. Come on, douse me, come on, shove me into the cold sea, light me up.
All right, this is a song called Little Woman. It's about being out on the road and coming home to a very upset little woman. Hired on as a cable handler was my lesson learned. For all that money I burned, well, I'm gonna tell you that I'm hard to feed with the right boots on. Sweet nothing that she's whispering can't be wrong, can't be wrong. Oh, little woman, it's counting the days I'll be back before summer, and staying away all the hell I'm in, all the loving that you need. Oh, little woman, was all this trouble for? It's a road I feel, it's colors that I dream, that I dream. Travel roads and they stare as you pass them by. Neither love nor sleep dare to follow me. Well, I'm
guarantee that I'm hard to feed with the right boots on. Sweet nothing that she's whispering can't be wrong, can't be wrong. Oh, little woman is counting the days I'll be back before summer, but staying away all the hell out and all the loving that she needs. Oh, little woman, what's all this trouble for? It's a road I feel, it's the colors that I dream, that I dream. Out to the edge of the earth where the morning steals my sleeping wheels. No, gonna push on by, gonna push on by, gonna push on by, yeah. On by, bye, 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 my lady, bye. Coming to the end of my rope, I'm seeing diamonds. Sun has crossed behind us, holds me as I go. And all those times I was not believing you were surely leaving me crying away. Tell me I'm still go when you go. Well, it should be easy now. I could not rectify it. Are you truly better now? I could not rectify this. Let me get on home and dig it. Dig it up. And all these holes that can't be filled, can't be sold, covered with a marble stone, flowers like an old war grave. We're just two pieces of the same art, broke apart, worn down by the weather, polished by the water. We don't fit back anymore. Oh, well, it should be easy now. I could not rectify this. Are you truly better now? I could not rectify this. Let me get on home. of diamonds, it's a wall of stars. All these things in life that wanna kill you, well, I just wanna feel you, but you out of there. This is me breathing on your shoulder. Well, it should be easy now. I could not rectify this. Are you truly better now? I could not rectify this. Let me get on home and dig it. Dig it up. Dig it. Dig it up.
All right, that was Dusty Low featuring Jesse Sullivan on vocals. Let's talk about the last song you did, Into the Rope. Tell me about that.
That song's about being at the end of your rope, and at one time in your life, and it's almost a relief or a good feeling when you're there, because the only way you can go is up.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's kind of falls into the lines of a heartache song, but maybe a different take on that.
Well, it's credited to Dusty Low. There's no individual credits on your songs. They're all credited Dusty Low. Was that a conscious decision among the band? Or is there a chief songwriter, or no matter who does a song?
I would call myself the chief songwriter, and
Uh-huh.
then when I bring something to the table of Dusty Low, and then that's when I get with my brothers and we turn it into that's when it gets completed. When we put the rhythm to it, and the harmonies and whatnot.
And then it just collaboratively Dusty Low when it comes to the credits. and
Yeah.
everything. Okay. Well, let's talk about your brothers. How does being brothers affect the band dynamic, and vice versa? How does being in a band affect your relationships with your other brothers?
I think it's pretty cool, because I know a lot of brothers that don't get along, much less in a band, much less in a business.
Well, I mean, the rock. It's the rock music scene is famous with Battling Brothers, the Everly Brothers, the Kinks, the Davies Brothers. How do you guys do that?
They're also famous for those brothers. Some bands tour, and the brothers don't even ride in the same tour bus.
Yeah, it's extreme.
So knock on wood, we could even be not getting along, but when we get on stage, there's something there that I've never had with anyone else. Performing with my brothers, we sync, and yeah.
Do you think that a lot of being brothers helps with being in sync like that? As you said, you don't really get with anyone else.
Yeah, of course.
A unique dynamic.
And then we've played with each other for so long that it could be something new, or I could jump something on them. Hey, let's play this song, and we've played enough that we can follow.
You pick up on that.
We can follow each other and
Telepathically.
Sure.
Almost, sure. Well, do you have any new music coming out?
Yes, we've got some new songs on that we've even been performing, and there might be, if I'm reminded of the list, there might be one or two that haven't been recorded, that are going to be coming out on the next album that we're working on.
Well, finally, you've been doing this for a while, you and your brothers. Do you have any advice for bands who might be coming up, wanting to get into music professionally?
In general?
In general, yeah.
I would say stick with it. Stick with it, because I've seen, just in my bubble of the music industry, if you will, a lot of guys, they end up, school or marriage or kids or just getting burned out or there's a lot of obstacles that a lot of guys end up quitting, and then most of them end up regretting that they didn't,
Stick with it.
And everyone has their own path, right? But just stick with it.
All right.
If you love it, stick with it. Yeah.
All right, Jesse Sullivan, Dusty Lowe, thank you for being our guest on KRWG Music Spotlight. And be sure to catch our past performances on YouTube and like us on Facebook and keep up with future episodes. For KRWG Public Media, I'm Scott Mercado, and thank you for joining us for KRWG Music Spotlight.